Hello everyone. So today's stream is all about making a game art, and I came out of a different concept of Popsicle and Cardboard City. So Popsicle and Cardboard City are pretty famous. You go to the Pinterest, you type them in your school or in your college, anywhere you usually do this kind of projects. I'm just showing you an example. So simple, taking a popsicle stick and actually making them as something good looking object, might be a house, boat, or whatever it is. So for me, I wanted to make a popsicle and cardboard city, also a little bit of slum kind of a city with metal. Okay, so I'll just show you the references and we'll start soon how to actually model them in the Blender and complete as much as possible while actually modeling them. Okay, let's go. This is a pure ref. It's an open source and free software. So basically this software is good for gathering references and keeping in front of you, and if you wanted to make a model, it's quite easy for the modeling artists in general. Okay, so right now we are going to make a city of popsicle houses. Okay, it's not only houses. I'll just show you. Yeah, this is the stream project. So these are beachside houses and city houses, which we are actually seeing now, forest houses and some props. This is the HDRA I am using. I'll tell you what is HDRA in very lesser time. And this are the props which we are going to place them randomly in between the city. Okay, now let's go to, yeah, this is the slum area which I mentioned. I hope you understand. And these are the town. Like, I wanted to differentiate 3 different areas. Oh, sorry, 4 different areas: the forest area, the town, the city, and one more thing, beach houses. And yeah, beach houses, city, forest, town, and beachside houses. Yeah, so 4 to 5 variations in between. I have already created a Blender file, just named it and kept it, saved it, and just dumped the HDRI which I already imported here. I'll show you quickly how to dump that HDRI into your Blender so that you can actually start doing it, and I hope it will be useful for you too. So let's go to the Blender, and now let's see, this is the basic view of the Blender. The gray color grid which you are actually seeing is called viewport. Okay, and this one is the hierarchy, and this is the attribute editor, or whatever you can actually call the details panel. Everything changes according to the software you actually use. Okay, so this is the basic attribute values. Like if you take cube, it is going to be regulating all the cube attributes over here, and this is the basic toolbar, and it depends on the mode which you are actually in. So now once, if you move from object mode to edit mode, you will have more tools which are related to the edit mode. And now there is one more mode like sculpt mode, which I'm not going to use right now. Right now we are going to shuffle between object mode and edit mode, and more of a UV editing. Okay, let's go there and let's complete the model. For now we don't need the camera and light. We will need in the future, but for now no. Let's delete it. Okay, and let's go to the pure ref, and I'll just, yeah, pure ref. Okay, so let's examine the object over here so that we actually understand what is actually happening here. Okay, let's make this first so that we'll understand what is actually happening as a modeling. Okay, let's take, if you see and if you observe, every part of a wall is a piece, every roof of a pot is actually a piece, and this railing is also a different piece, and like each and everything is blocked properly. Okay, that's what we are going to do right now for the popsicle city. Okay, for now I'll just take, first I'll do the steps part. Okay, let's do the steps part. Okay, yeah, okay, the scale should be pretty small because it's some miniature city, right? So let's keep it this way and just reduce all of them to 0.1. now this is going to be a simple tiny cube, and now scale it to your requirement. Call it as floor, because if you call it with a naming convention popsicle, because we are going to do three different types of materials, right? So for now it's popsicle. Okay, yeah, so popsicle, it has 3 steps. Let's do it. One, you can do using modifier, but this is focused uh, pretty much in the beginner level. You can understand even if you are not very much familiar. I just use the transform tool, which is a move tool, and I have used the axis of Z and just moved the duplicate, which I pressed Ctrl D, and I am moving it like this. So the steps are done. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll just take all these 3 steps, just reduce, 1 minute, maybe one more duplicate is there, we can ignore it. Okay, yeah, yeah, this is fine. Now the last cube. Okay, I have pressed 1 on the keyboard, and I am selecting the vertices and edges to make sure it looks little taller. Okay, also there is an intersection of this cube on the cube. Let's make it better. Okay, now this is good. Okay, yeah, so now let's do the railing. Okay, it doesn't take much time. If you use a modifier, it is just a second job, but I wanted to do it manually so that you'll actually understand the placement stuff also. Okay, okay, now let's take one more cube, same, go here, 0.1, sorry, my bad. Okay, the cube is there. Now let's scale it further down, because we want this as a railing. Okay, yes, nice. This, the reason I have scaled this much small, you'll slowly understand it. Let's take this, the edge or the vertices. I just want to go to the wireframe mode just to select I have selected everything properly or not. This is enough, this tall is enough. Let's do Control T, place it manually by just holding the shift and moving aside. And now if you Control D again, in the Maya and all, you have this precision of duplication also. I just wanted to keep 4. Let's see how many are there, 3 and 6. Okay, let's keep it 6 then. Okay, let's adjust manually. Okay, now you can duplicate all these 3 again and just keep over there. Oh, let's reduce the distance, it should be fine. Yes, you duplicate them again. Okay, yes, this and this should be properly aligned. Okay. Okay, now the railing base part is done. Now we need to do uh, the railing handle, or whatever we call. Yeah, let's first let's rename all of this. I forgot to rename. Yeah, railing pillar. Okay. Okay, that let's go one more step. I'll just duplicate this and rename it before I get confused. Railing handle. I am making it for my convenient. You can rename according to your requirement. Okay. Just make sure if you are nearby, just give the round of values. It's more of 90 right now. Okay. Okay, now we shouldn't intersect them. It looks odd when, even though if we texture also. So let's select these vertices and go till here and press 4. Okay, now let's select these, select these 3 cubes and one more cube and do Ctrl D. What I'll do, I'll just reduce this scale to some 1 minute. Let's go by frame. Okay, so let's go. Okay, now this is fine. Let's go here. I'll tell you the modifier after you get a better ease flow from here. Till then, let's use the normal model editing only so that you'll understand the flow. Okay, so I'm just thinking. Okay, now better. I'll just move them so that these 3 don't look odd. Let's add this. Okay, the railing part is done. Let's move this little inside. What you can do, you can actually take 1 cube and or 2 cubes and join them and make them as bridge. I'll tell you what is bridge soon, but right now it shouldn't look. Let's go little down. Okay, I hope the adjustment is better. Okay, yeah, so this part is done. Now let's actually make this entrance. Okay, yeah, so now once we make this entrance, we are good. Like, it's more of a done part, like, because these are all popsicle sticks placing beside and just a window in between. Okay, so it's like more of a house part is done. Okay, I'll show you now. Okay, now let's just I'll just give you a normal count: 1 2 3 and 3 4 5 6. So 6 pieces of popsicles and 4 in between. Okay, so 3 each side and 4 in between, because it wanted to keep top. Now let's take one more cube. We can take the plane also, because the plane actually works well. I but it depends on what, because after that also you need to make it solidified to look thicker. So yeah, for that purpose, like, I'll show you the lighting part now, and I'll go to the world and the cycles. Yeah. So I just try to keep it transparent. If you see, this already has the tone lighting, right? I'll just show you. Okay, for now I'll just remove the lighting part. Okay, now let's squeeze it like this more, and yeah, better. And now this is going to be our 6 piece and 4 piece. Okay, so let us rename this saying wall. Okay, yeah, let's make it like this. Okay, so if you see, this has a gradual increase of the size, right? Not that much, but a little bit of a gradual increase. So let's do that now. Okay, okay, for that I'll just, before, I'll keep it little slant. Okay, let's keep it, and select all these and just pull top little. Okay, now let's duplicate it again. We already did the 3 part. Let's keep it not that much big. Okay, now let's, you can actually duplicate them, and so for the time being, I am explaining you this method, but we can actually use the mirror modifier. Okay. Yeah, now it looks like a popsicle entrance. Okay. Okay, and this part is done. Now this part is pending. We need the same way, but the center part is stagnant and the other parts are slanting. Okay, like if you see over here also, and even here, just for a better reference. Okay, let's do it that way. Control D and this. Okay, I'll go manually. Okay, fine. Now hit 4. This is my next. Okay, now let's go touch this. Just duplicate one more time, so we'll get that 4-piece feel. Okay. Okay, now we keep it little bit down. Okay, just for our thing we'll duplicate 2 times again. Now for the roof we need to adjust, then it's all done. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll select all of this, go to edit mode and select all these vertices. 1 minute, let's go to the wireframe, select all these vertices, keep it little down, just like this. Okay, done. Yeah, so the entrance part is almost ready. We just need to make a roof like this so that we'll actually understand whether we need to adjust anything or it's all good. Okay, let's do that. Let's take one more cube and go to cube value 0.1. Just keep them one. I just need to squeeze it more and keep it like this. Just check 0. Squeeze it this way and rotate it slowly this way. Yeah, it's quite better now. Okay, now let's select all this and just move it accordingly. You can actually add loops, but for now let's not add anything and keep it as low poly as possible. until and unless you have a huge demand of doing that for sure. Okay, fine. Now you got the roof model. I guess we need to adjust the other side properly, but that's okay. Yes, gladly only two objects we need to adjust. We'll do it now. Yes. Okay. Okay, the problem is we still have these pieces which are not aligned with our actual door part. Let's align them. Okay, now let's do the same part which we did it here. We will only take these points. Make sure you haven't selected anything else. Just adjust that properly. And then hit 3 for the face and select this face and move it top. Done. Now let's only select this part. It's good if I add one loop, but it's not in the part of this stuff. Okay, oh good. So we have the house entrance part. Okay, this one we will add one pillar or this one. Let's take this cube, duplicate it, and just rename it later. Just scale it little bit, that's it. You don't need to do much editing over here. It looks good. Okay. And yeah, now the other part we are going to do is the wall, the side walls. Okay, this is all block. It looks like simple, but we have a door at the center and we have a window, and like to maintain symmetry we will do the same side to the opposite direction. But before that we should make this floor so that we will understand where to stop the ball. There is nowhere in any kind of geometry or any construction part you won't build the base and then build the walls. So first let's build the base and then we can actually build the walls. So I just want to keep it this length, and 1 minute, my bad. Yeah, 1 2 3. Okay, fine. Let's keep it 4 so that I can 5. Yeah, so I'll duplicate this, because if you see the floor has 2 bricks, I mean 2 steps thickness. So I'll just scale it little bit more and just keep it aligned. Little bit alignment is missing. let's duplicate it again. Okay, and scale it a little bit. It's fine. Okay, now this looks better, right? Let's make the wall. Okay, now let's take one more. First of all, let's make this floor. Okay, okay, cool. This one is railing handle, this one is column. Okay, now let's duplicate this better and just keep it at the corners just to make it look something, a stick like structure is actually there. Okay, now we are going to duplicate these two sticks again, and those sticks are going to be our end point. Okay, once done, I'll duplicate first part of it and just squeeze it a little bit more just to understand like this. And okay, I made it thicker because the walls should have little bit thickness, right? So let's keep it this number, let's keep it 12. Okay, I told you if I use a modifier it is easy, like you don't take this much time, you use it very easily, but you will lose the practice of moving objects and stuff if you start using the modifier by default itself, and if you go to the other software that modifier might not be there. So uh, that is the reason I just wanted to do it manually, so you will understand. Okay, since many softwares will not have the same modifiers which Blender actually have. For example, Maya or even 3ds Max has their own set of modifiers and the name will change, so then you may get confused. But if you use this kind of a method in the starting, at least, I mean, once you get the interface of any software, it's easy for you to jump into other softwares very fast. See, just do it manually, try to adjust the same pace. So if you light the scene, because of the leaks you have, you will have a better understanding. Okay. Don't worry, you may think, okay, why the wall is not there yet? I mean, the window and stuff, we will do it in some time. Once we have one clear wall structure, the windows and walls won't take much time. Okay, now the wall is ready. Okay, so let us assume this 1 2 3 4 5. So see, the good thing when we use a modifier, we should I mean, we should stick to them. See the win. Wait, let's keep it 2 3 for now, but this side, and okay, and that too from the top direction. Okay, let's do this a door later. Let's do the window now. 1 2 3 4. Okay, let's squeeze it till the bottom. Nice. Hit 4, control D again, keep it at the top and reduce the scale little bit. Now adjust it. Okay, now done. Now take this same column and just pull it here. Now we are going to make this window. Okay, it's going to take 2 minutes, that's it. Let's keep it this way, shorten it till the window size, duplicate it again. Now people may think AI can make this popsicle stick image in just 2 minutes or maybe seconds. Then why do we need this much hard work? Because AI can make an image and even 3D model also, but it can't give you the exact model you want until and unless you're even though you're so good at the prompt and all, it can't make you. And there is a lot of token system as of now. If you know what is token, let's talk about token system for just for a minute. In all the softwares you have tokens, right? What are those tokens? Tokens are like mostly they like, for example, you have coins in your hand and those coins are like 300, and after you complete those 300 coins you obviously exhaust, right? That's what the actual AI softwares are actually happening. Of course, if you are affordable, you can pay for them, it's all good. If you feel like, okay, my usage is minimal, it's all good. At some point we should go there and use the AI tools. That is the concern, but until and unless, as of now, the expenses are big, so let's keep it normal. So I just of course in the future it might make the same thing in very lesser time, but almost we are done. Yeah, so okay, now I forgot to rename, that's okay. Okay, anyways, we're going to join all of this and make one unified material. Let's do it now. Before that, let's make the door also. Yeah, so I'll do one thing. I'll take this railing pillar again and just make the border of the wall, the top border of the wall properly. Yes, let's scale it better. Okay, now this is all good. What I'll do, I'll just keep it in this view. This is called side view, so let's keep it this way. Turn on the wireframe so that you make sure what you are actually selecting. Okay, now this, see, it will save your time. Okay, now this also we don't require, and this also we don't require. Okay, now let's hit Control D and just move it to that side and hold this and just move it this way. Yeah, this is better. Now we're going to close this wall, and later we are going to adjust this floor, or let's do it right now. Yeah, so this is all done. Now just one more stuff. Okay. Make it, since this is the wall, I wanted to make it little wider and keep it 3 popsicles only. Okay. The problem is the angle is 190, even this 190. Okay, now let's keep it. Obviously, when you have a little bit of squeeze in, you cut the popsicle and keep it aside, right? That way. Let's take the same popsicle and meanwhile let's extend this till here, so we will understand where the wall actually is. Okay. Okay. And just make sure you rotate it this way, so when you actually place them, all of them look exactly what uh, the roof look like. Okay. And simply in just a moment, just to showcase what is the difference uh, of using a modifier and doing a manual stuff, I'll show you in a minute. Okay, let's do one thing. I'll show you how the modifier actually helps. Okay, I'll just keep it at the corner. and just adjust it accordingly. Yes. Okay, now let's go here and add modifier and type array. It will be in the top, and now you see this is already got adjusted. Okay, now you should keep it in the -1 direction, and you keep 25. Done. Just keep -1.15. You will have that gap also. I will show you the gap is there, right? It is very much precise and you have full control over here. Yes. So but what if you are not using this software? And the good thing is you rotate one object, everything adjusts properly, everything will change properly. Okay, and I don't need 20 is good, I think so. 19, let's keep it 19. Yes. You see, this had taken just a minute for us. So it's that faster if you use the tools which are there in the software. But it all depends how do you want it to take your stuff. Now let's take this model, just scale it and just reduce it. Scale these 1 minute slowly. Let's scale this to and just keep it like this. Adjust these two pointers. Adjust them over here. The only thing is you cover up this as a wall. That's it. Okay, now the door is the front part. Now house is done. The first house is done. Okay, now since you have the wall and everything, even the window and stuff, it's easy to make the other houses easier, like this one, this one, and this one. The only thing is the roof got changed over here, that we can do. And this has the window different, so that also we can differ and show. This is more like a curve like a structure. For this we need to add more tools which are like premium. I mean, when you actually go inside the modeling, you will have those tools. And now I'll show you the basic how do we do this window. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, so let's take this cube again. Let's hit the 4 so that we won't damage that part, and take this cube again. I'll show you how to make the window. Okay, just rotate it to 90. Keep it on the x-axis. Okay, now for now I'll just show you what is a loop, just to show you how to extract this and make a window. Loop is something, a line which covers the entire object if it has a proper edge cover. Okay, now let's take the face and just hit Ctrl E 3 times to extrude normals, which means the extrusion in which phase you wanted to do. You already got what I'm actually doing. You see, this part is done. Now the arch part is pending. Okay, now since we have the faces selected, now if you go here, like let me say right click and bridge faces and closed loop, and just blend path surface and number of cuts. That's it. You already have a, a different type of a window. This is there, right? And you just need to place these railings over here. So in this way you can actually construct all this set of houses in just 2-3 hours like that. Okay. So let's build one more house, and which is in the different set. I'll go to the other folder and build one more house so that you'll understand what we are actually making. Okay, now let's make the cardboard. So I'll give you a better understanding of this cardboard image. Let's pull this image to the reference and just scale it up. If you see, everything is actually a block. Okay, now let's assume this is a 3-floor building or a 4-floor building, and we have steps. Okay, now since we have steps and we have buildings of 4 and 5 floors, let's make this look more somewhat with the tools we use it for the real modeling. Okay, now let's what we need to do, assume these are 1 2 3 4. Let's assume in that way, or let's assume this is entirely one backyard or back house. These two are the buildings. I don't see any entrance, at least in the reference, so let's keep it in that way. Okay, what I'll do, I will show you a real modeling. How do we do a house? It is the same for the complex models of the same buildings, the high-end buildings also, but you add more mesh so that it looks nice. That's it. Okay, and it's more of a high poly, and now what we are actually creating is called as a low poly. Okay, because what is poly, I'll tell you. Let's take one vertex. Okay, add a vertex. Okay, no, never mind. I'll just duplicate this again. Okay, now let's Control A and just remove this and delete vertices. Okay, now this is the vertex. Okay, now since it's a point, right? So what is a poly count? I'll tell you. Now if you go here and extrude it, it's a line now. From a point it went to line. Okay, now let's take one more line and keep it like this. Now what happened, it is now an L-shaped 2 line. Okay, I'm sorry, let's keep it straight. Okay, 1 minute, and let's draw one more line. I'm just showing you for an example of poly count. Okay, and one more line towards. Okay, now let's pull it towards this, and if you now select these two vertices, and if you select 1 minute, merge vertex, it got centered. Okay, now you see this is 1 2 3 4 points count, and now this is called as one single chord. Okay, so if you take this square, I'll show you 1 minute. If you take this square and if I go to the edit mode and press 3, so yeah, 1 2 like this. Okay, you see everything is in the polygon shape, which has 4 dots connected together, and every polygon which is actually getting connected to the vertices are the count we have. Now I'll show you the count over here for the better reference. Okay. Yeah, in the statistics you see the count. See, if you take even just to make sure everything is selected, you see all the faces. What is a face? Face is like 4 dots connected together as a face. So if you select everything together, it's like 902 902 faces together, which is very good. I mean, even though you have a good looking structure, you haven't spoiled the detailing part, but still you have this because you haven't added many loops to them, right? So that's the way we actually do the game art. Okay, so let's make this stuff now, the cardboard building, so that you'll understand the second type of a methodology. Okay, now let's quickly do it. First, let's assume it's a 3-floor building. This one, I'll go to the pure ref, that's better. Yeah, this one, pure ref. Let's take one quad or one face and just make it extrude till a top and just scale the bevel. Okay, you'll understand once I do it. Okay, I will do it now. Let's assume, because this is a small house, let's make it double of this height. Okay, let's keep the reference over here. Let's add a cube. Let's scale it the same way and just now adjust it to the reason I have scaled it in the same way. Yeah, this is fine. I'll show you why it is fine. Okay, yeah, so it's equivalent to one single room, right? Now let's go, and I'll just reduce the height so that we can actually do 3 floors. Okay, nice. Now let's keep it till here. Okay, like what I'll do, I'll select all of this and turn this to face and hit Ctrl E so that we will have that. Okay, this is one method of making 3 floors. I'll show you the other method because we wanted to keep it more precise, right? Now let's go here. You see a 3-floor building is almost ready, and now if you take this face, I'll show you this. If you take this face and hit edit mode again and go to the loop, add one loop at the center, which means a line which is actually crossing the entire faces which are in this particular edge line. Okay, now let's go, and now go here and select the vertex, and yeah, 1 minute. I'll just select this one, hit W. You already have the roof part. I'll show you. The roof part is this way, right? You just need to rotate it according to the view. Okay, now see, the modeling tools, the more we use, the easier it becomes, right? 0, or keep it 90. 45. Okay, fine. Let's keep it a little bit far. Okay, now let's add one more loop. Okay, and just bevel it. Now what is actually happening, whatever you do it at this part, it's going to happen the same way to the other part also. Okay, I'll show you. See, okay, now the windows are pretty much easier for us, the door is pretty much easier for us, and it doesn't take much time. Okay, so let's select these faces, go to the face, select all of them. I guess yeah, wait 1 minute, let me adjust this. Let's assume 1, 2, 3, and the top floor doesn't have. Okay, then in that case we will select all of this and just squeeze it till here. Okay, now this looks better. Okay, this is nice. Yeah, so the 3 floors are done. Good. So now we already have the faces. I'll go to the faces, select them and hit I, which means insert, which is actually you are actually squeezing that face one more time inside. I'll show you. And after you do that, you hit individual, they turn as windows. Okay, you're saying windows, but it's still opaque. So now you select these faces, don't delete them right away, just pull them inside little bit, and then delete them faces. You see the whole is already, what is this? Okay, that's the mesh we created before. That's okay. Okay, so now it's already, the window part is done. I'll show you. The window part is done, and the bottom I mean the roof part is done. You can actually add one more roof to make it more realistic. This is a cardboard piece, right? And cardboard looks like this. Okay, now what you can do, you can actually add a door over here and duplicate this as many times as you want and just place them. The house is done. I'll just show you how. Okay, let's go here and select this both faces, select the R. 1 minute, sorry, let's go to the inset ones. Okay, and what I'll do, I'll take the vertex, I'll take only 2 vertex, I mean the 3 vertex at the bottom, just squeeze them till down till you see they look like flat, and now you select the faces again and just go insert. Okay, and now hit the scale. Yeah, you see that door part, right? And if you hit Control E, I'm just telling you in case you only wanted to use the same object and you don't open the door as an animation or something, just pull it out. Okay, you can also do it look more better. Just select these edges, go to 2, hit this and this, hit a bevel. 1 minute. Okay, before that you need to add one more loop here just to manage them not to bisect with other loops. Okay, now select only this and this, and now if you use bevel, it still goes. Wait, I'll just make it the segments more. Now you have that bevel roundness. Okay, cool. So also like just since we are actually talking about a modifier, you can straight away use a bevel modifier. and keep segments 3 so it looks sharp. I mean the sharper thing will go off, but this will increase your poly count until and unless you only bother about the look. Okay, so now we have one more house. So what I'll do, I'll just duplicate this multiple times and place it somewhere so you will understand the actual image look. Okay, I'll just duplicate this and let's check. Okay, this is the way. You just need to squeeze it better. Okay, yeah. What I'll do, I'll select the vertices, go to the wireframe and select all this side vertices, all. When I say all, yeah, let's select all and pull them little far. Why? You see a little bit distance is there for this, so let's not that much pull, like this is enough. Okay, now the second building is almost done, and second building, even the first building is also there with the windows. Let's build those windows now again. Okay, let's go. Select these, sorry, select these faces and just insect them one more time. And now you insect only these faces one more time, so you only have window as a frame. I wanted to make it look better. Now let's pull it inside using the extrude tool. Yes, done. Now you already have the window look, just delete it. Okay, the faces, you already have the window look. Now I'll just keep it just to show you. Yeah, now this is better, right? Same way we do insect here one more time and squeeze it this time. Okay, and this way. Now same way, extrude inside and delete, so that you won't have the similar look of window for all this. You can keep similar look of window for everything. Okay, that's there. So second house is there. Now the third house. Okay, my bad, I have the pure rough now. Now let's use the modularity for other buildings also. Okay, but how? We already have the windows and the structure, so you scale it, sorry, you scale it and rotate it over there and keep it very much long as a wall. That looks nice. Okay, duplicate this again and just this time this is going to be a border, so just reduce the size, so scale it little bit down. And now select the vertices, go to the wireframe, hit X and select only these vertices. Make sure you have selected everything, and now keep it on the X again, sorry, and just pull it till you have this house covered. Okay, so the second part is, I mean the back partition is done. Now this is joined to this, just keep it in that way. Yeah, you understand it, right? Okay, now let's assume this is two buildings, because if you see this has a distance. Now let's bring this building one more time and just rotate it the other side. Okay, let's make a bridge or something, or what we can do. It's better we cover up this. Let's make a bridge so that it looks nice. Okay, of course we have taken the reference, but sometimes we need to change when it looks odd. Okay, I assume this as a bridge so that this is all connected to the same houses. Now, to do that bridge, you take this cube again and just adjust them like as if they are a part of this floor. And just move it till here. Okay, now let's make it one more duplicate and just adjust here. You may ask me how we go there. Okay. Okay, now let's take one more cube at the bottom and just hit 3 for the one minute. So when we select this looks nice. Why? Okay, now yeah, let's only select this. Now once you have this, it should be the same. Now you should wait for one more minute just to check why it's not yet texture. Now let's make the steps. Just hit 3 and go till here. Now select this edge. keep it slant. Can you have to be there? Okay, now you have now go to the preset and steps, and now slowly increase the count. The steps are ready. Yeah, so that's easy, right? See, whatever is unnecessary, you delete them, and you can scale them to make it look more better. Squeeze them to make it one step stuff. You can also keep it at this side so it won't look odd. Now keep them here. Don't block the wind. Just to not to block the window. Okay. Squeeze it better and put it off this way. Little bit scale. Okay. Now you have the steps and you have the bridge kind of part. Okay. The duplication part is ready. Okay, now let's add the texture and show you how does it look. Okay, UV editing, just select them. What you can do, you can select all of this. Go to the object mode, select all of them, not all of this, only the popsicles part. Okay, select this and create a new material, name it popsicle. Okay, now if you can simply give color and just check. Yeah, now go here, let's go to the top. Yeah, now select all of this and change them to popsicle. And if everything is not actually selected, if everything is not getting, select this. I'm just giving you a color. Now let's go to the shading, and I already have the textures. Let's go to the stream project folder. Let's pull this. I wanted kept it small because I can manually edit the textures. Now let's go edit them and show you how does it look. So let's select everything, go to the UV and keep projection. If I hit 4, you see it looks like project Popsicle sticks. Or you can do UV unwrap and smart UV project. That will also work fine. Now if you go to the UV editing, if you select this face, it doesn't look nice because it has this shadow part at the bottom. So now let's do vertical selection. Sorry, with 3 and select this face. And select these vertices, just scale them. Okay, now nice. You see them. Now what you can do, you can scale it inside to make it look more better. Forget about the shadows. You should hit the shade smooth. Okay, yeah. Once you hit the shade auto smooth, it's good. Similarly, you should do for other faces. See, now the popsicles looks better. I'll just turn on this light, let it load, and now if you see, it already has the popsicle feel. And for this, let's do everything selected and go smart UV project, just unwrap it. For now it's fine because it's cardboard. I'm just showing for one object, you can actually use it for the different stuff. See, the light got changed. Now let's hit new and name it cardboard. Okay, now let's go to the shading and dump the texture from here to here, just add the color. Okay, so the problem occurs when you have the JPG format. You should either have JPG or PNG, because this format sometimes won't get detected. So simply go here, JPG to JPEG, choose files, go to the folder you wanted. Okay, no. Okay, JPG. If it asks for a login, we should use the normal method. I used it. Very fast checking. It's slow. Okay, now let's pull it to the texture. Let's go here simply. Downloads. And, yeah. You see, you already have the cardboard. The problem here is there's the windows. Yeah, now if you see the windows, it's already smartly aligned. I'll show you with the writing. It should look better. Strength, I'll keep it 0.2. You see, it looks better. Kind of a cartoon look. So this way, we do multiple houses and texture them like this and make them look exactly as per the reference, like this. And the lighting and all we need to manage, how to light and all. I hope you like this stream. Let's meet in the other stream tomorrow.